What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be going over the serve, but I'm going to be going over something that I have even changed in my game recently that I feel like if you add to your game and add to your serve, it will pay off a lot in terms of having more unreturned serves as well as more plus ones. So in this video, I'm going to be going over how it has directly affected me, and I'll even use some examples of matches that I played recently and then also results of me playing those same people. So let's get into the video. And before we get started, guys, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm super excited that the channel is growing and I'm able to help more and more people. And also, as our channel grows, we get to do more collaboration videos with other channels. And our first one is actually scheduled for the middle or the beginning of August. I'm super excited about that. But getting back to the serve, I've been practicing with my hitting partner regularly, and I noticed that he's been really crushing returns. And he's also one of the best returners I've ever played. And we worked on a couple of things that even at our level makes a big difference. So I'm going to pass this stuff on to you. We worked on adding in more variety and adding in disguise. Now, me at my level, I have a lot of variety in terms of access to different serves. Like I can hit out wide and down the tee and I can use different types of serves. But what you got to do as a player who's applying their own play style is you have to not favor certain shots too much, because then your returner starts to kind of anticipate the shot that you're using the most. Even if it's your favorite serve can only be effective if the person doesn't know it's coming more often than not. Now, in order to do that, you have to either A, have access to different spots on the court that you're comfortable hitting, or B, have access to different types of serves that you can hit to the same spot. So if you're going to hit a slice out wide, be able to hit a kick serve out wide as well. If you're going to hit a flat out wide, be able to hit a flat serve down the tee. Be able to make those variations up. Now, for me specifically, what made the biggest difference was not the variety, but the ability to disguise it. And that's what I'm going to be covering in this video. The reason why disguise is super important is at our level, meaning like the level that I'm playing at, any little piece of extra time you can get for yourself as a server and any little piece of time you can take away from the returner goes a long way in terms of return quality. So what Nolan and I, my hitting partner, did was we came up with a couple of simple exercises that made it very easy to practice disguising stuff properly. Here is how we went about doing that. So I have Coach Emily here to help me with this exercise, and here's how it goes. The first thing you're going to need to do is identify the things in your serve that are the most comfortable to maintain. So if you have a deep knee bend on most of your serves, but let's say one of your serves you like to stand tall, that's going to be something that needs to change. If you have a super big body rotation on some and not on others, that's going to be something you need to address. I say pick the thing that's the most physically comfortable to maintain, and then what your partner is going to do is actually tell you which serve to use after you toss. That's why this is so important. So for example, me, I had a problem that my partner described when he said, whenever you go for your kick serve, you drop a lot lower than on your other serve, so I know it's coming. So what I did was I actually tried to make all of my serves drop that low. And then the exercise that we came up with was he, which is now she, who is Nolan, and now we have Coach Emily, would tell me which serve to do after I tossed the ball. So I would try to get myself into the position where I felt like I could hit any of those serves and then find out which one to use after the ball goes up. So Emily's going to tell me which serve to hit only after I toss. So my job is going to be to get myself in the most comfortable position to hit any of the serves. Ready?
Kick. Flat.
Uh-huh.
Kick.
Yep.
Slice.
Nicely done. So the other thing that I did to add variety and disguise to my serve, which I feel like you can also add in, is having a ball toss that isn't so readable. Now, for myself specifically, when I would hit those different serves, my toss could be anywhere from here to here. And as I said, at my level, that's a big tell that allows my opponent to kind of get a read on it. And at recreational levels, people are still looking for those things. They can see the toss is way off to the side, and you might be about to hit a slicer, for example. So what we did, and what I feel like you can do, is actually bring those tosses in more narrow. Now, we're talking going from like this to bringing it into here. And as a result, your opponent from the other side of the net doesn't have the ability to pick up a drastic difference in that ball. Now, something that I did specifically that took a little bit of practice, but I feel like is even more effective, is be able to adjust your toss more forward and backwards rather than side to side. The human eye is actually better at seeing this movement than it is seeing this movement. So even if you look at the camera, the only reason you can tell that the ball is really getting closer is because you can see my arm moving, but you can easily see the ball going side to side. So I'm going to change the perspective of the camera so you can see the difference in how my tosses are affecting my serve. So looking at it from this angle, you can actually pick up the forward and backwards motion a lot better. So this would be my flat serve, and this would be my kick serve. Now, if I was to toss those visually this way, I'm going to do the same too. I'm not going to hit it, obviously, but my flat serve is there. My kick serve is there. So visually, as you see it on the camera, there's not a lot to read, which means if I was going to use a slicer or a flat serve at the same time, they're coming off the same toss, which means right up until the swing and contact, the person is forced to hold their position and just split. They can't really cheat and split one way or the other. Now, if I was serving it like I did before, my toss would be a little bit more that way or a little more that way. Now, granted, my serve was very good, but just that little head start allowed Nolan to really pounce on my serves, even if the quality of the serve was actually really, really high. And so now to illustrate this against Emily, I'm going to hit my serve at like a solid 70 or 80%, which is not my top line speed. And my goal is going to be literally just to wrong foot her by the serve being less readable. And she's actually a really good returner. Got it? Now, if I slow that video down, you'll see that she actually split that way. So I'll just take a second to kind of overlay that one into this one. But if you watch, right when I was hitting my serve, I caught out the corner of my eye. She split to the side, which made that serve down the tee not even have to be that good. But because it looked like it was going to be the other thing, very effective. But that's going to wrap it up, guys. I hope this video was helpful. If you know anybody that would benefit from this exercise, please pass it on. It wasn't something that was meant to be super technical, but it was meant to be something that you could do up here that would make it very easy to apply on court. When you're going to add variety into your serve or add disguise into your serve, the trick is literally to have access to all the things you need. Do you have the ability to hit different spots on the court? Do you have the ability to hit a kick serve and a slice serve? Once you have that little bit of variety in the game, then you put the disguise in, and when you have that disguise, you end up wrong-footing people. You end up getting lower quality returns off of the same serve that you've been hitting your whole life, which is why I like doing this little practice. I'm not hitting my ball drastically faster than I was hitting it before, but because the person has to wait a little bit longer to make sure that what they think is going to happen is what happens, that allows me a little bit of extra time to relax. That allows me to have a slightly lower quality return in most cases, and same thing would happen for you at your level. If the person can't tell what's most likely to come in, then at the same time, you don't have to worry about them getting a good read on it and potentially attacking most of your returns. When I hit with my practice partner, Nolan, if I don't hit quality serves, he lets me know very quickly because he's always looking for opportunities to attack. Now, you might not have to deal with what I'm dealing with, but at your own level, you would have to deal with somebody putting pressure on you based on the serves that you're hitting. But that's going to wrap it up. Again, I hope it was helpful. But until next time, I'll see you guys in